This travel guide offers helpful tips and ideas for what to see during your trip to London, covering what's worth your time, what you might want to skip, and a few hidden gems to make your visit even more memorable. London is a vibrant city filled with parks, museums, markets, and endless places to explore. We wanted to start our first day strong, so we headed straight to the Elizabeth Tower, which famously houses a 13.7-ton bell nicknamed Big Ben. The clock tower itself stands taller than the Statue of Liberty and sits along the banks of the River Thames in central London. Photos from the Westminster Bridge with the tower in the background are a must. We spent most of our trip exploring on foot and stumbled across the Horse Guards, a historic building dating back to the mid-18th century where mounted guards stand proudly at the entrance, making for another great photo op. Not far from there is Trafalgar Square. It is London's largest and most well-known public square, surrounded by some of the city's top sights, from galleries and historic architecture to iconic statues, monuments, and museums. The National Gallery is one of the area's main highlights. The National Gallery is open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and admission is free. It features a collection of more than 2,300 paintings spanning from the mid-13th century to 1900. After exploring the gallery, we grabbed a snack, took a short 8-minute walk to Covent Garden. Covent Garden is a lively district in London known for its historic market, street performers, and vibrant atmosphere, making it a popular place for shopping, dining, and live entertainment throughout the day. We continued our walk westward, passing through Chinatown, a busy neighborhood in central London known for its bright red lanterns hanging above the streets. It's a popular destination for authentic Asian restaurants, bakeries, and cultural celebrations that take place throughout the year. Chinatown is only a few streets over from Piccadilly Circus, often called the Times Square of London. There are several large billboards which would make it a great place to visit at night to see the signs lighting up the streets. Then we took a scenic walk crossing back over the Westminster Bridge to board the London Eye River Cruise, which offered a unique view of London's top landmarks from the water, along with interesting and fun facts along the way. We were surprised to find that London Bridge is fairly simple in appearance and doesn't quite match the fame of its name when comparing it to Tower Bridge, which stood out as far more architecturally impressive. Upon arriving back on shore, we made our way to the London Eye, hoping to catch a beautiful sunset. The London Eye is a giant observation wheel that offers sweeping views across the city. It is one of London's most recognizable landmarks and provides a slow, scenic ride high above the skyline. It was the perfect end to a full day of sightseeing. The following day began with a visit to Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey is a historic church known for its royal ceremonies, national significance, and stunning Gothic architecture, sitting just steps away from the House of Parliament, the iconic political center of the UK, known for its ornate and historic design, including the famed Elizabeth Tower we mentioned earlier. We hopped on a train at Westminster Station, making our way over to the Walkie-Talkie Building to visit the Sky Garden, the highest public garden in London. Be sure to check the website far in advance as the free tickets can go quickly. The Sky Garden offers sweeping panoramic views of the city, combining indoor gardens with observation decks, making it a peaceful spot to take in the skyline. Then we headed to the Garden at 120, which is a free rooftop garden with stunning views of the city skyline. It features landscaped greenery and seating areas, making it a great spot to take in the surrounding architecture. Next, we went to Leadenhall Market, a historic covered market known for its ornate architecture, boutique shops, and restaurants set beneath a beautifully decorated roof. We continued our walk passing by 30 St. Mary Axe, famously known as the Gherkin, a 591-foot skyscraper with a curved pickle-like shape. We also made a short stop to see the city wall at Vine Street, A preserved section of the ancient Roman wall is open free to the public for viewing and is located in the lower section of the building. It was interesting to learn about early London history and see different artifacts. Another section of the wall can also be viewed outside the building at Tower Hill. We enjoyed a scenic stroll by the Tower of London, an iconic castle with a history dating back nearly 1,000 years and now home to the crown jewels, and made our way to the Tower Bridge. We enjoyed walking across the bridge with its spectacular views, taking lots of pictures. Next up was Borough Market, a popular food market packed with everything from fresh produce, seafood to tempting street food and local specialties. With so many options to choose from, it's easy to find something that catches your eye. Nearby was the Anchor Bankside, a historic pub with roots dating back to the early 1600s that is said to have been frequented by William Shakespeare. Its softly lit interior feels like the kind of place where ideas could flow, while the rooftop offers a cozy spot to step outside and take in some fresh air. And speaking of Shakespeare, we also passed the Globe Theatre, a reconstruction of the original theater, known for staging many of his plays as well as other classic performances. We walked across the Millennium Bridge, which is a modern pedestrian bridge that crosses the River Thames, connecting St. Paul's Cathedral with the Tate Modern Art Gallery. We took in the views of the St. Paul's Cathedral grounds before hopping on a double-decker bus to Islington, which is located in North London and known for its charming streets, local shops, and relaxed neighborhood feel. From there, we took a stroll along Regent's Canal, where peaceful walking paths, colorful houseboats, and glimpses of local neighborhoods made for a relaxing walk. We eventually veered off the canal and came across the Granary Square fountains, where the kids couldn't resist jumping in, even though we hadn't packed a change of clothes. The fountains also offer a stunning light show if you plan to be in the area at night. We continued our walk, stumbling on a large interactive art installation resembling a bird cage called IFO, Identified Flying Object, where the kids enjoyed swinging for a bit before making our way to platform 9 3/4. This is a popular spot at King's Cross Station where fans of Harry Potter can see the iconic luggage cart disappearing into the wall and take themed photos. We opted to just look at it from the side to avoid the line. After walking another stretch of the canal, we arrived at Camden Market, known for its eclectic street food, independent shops, and creative atmosphere. We took a much-needed moment of rest at Primrose Hill, where we enjoyed taking in the sunset and seeing the skyline in the distance before hopping on a train for our last stop of the night. Our final stop for the day was the Leek Street Arches, a hidden tunnel in London famous for its ever-changing street art and graffiti-covered walls. It's a creative space where artists are free to paint, making every visit look a little different. After checking out the colorful art, we decided to call it a night. We ventured out early the next morning, hopping on a bus to see Portobello Road Market, which is a famous street market known for its antiques, vintage finds, and colorful shops stretching through Notting Hill. After a bit of a trek south, we arrived at Holland Park to check out the gardens, featuring fountains and carefully landscaped greenery. Our garden tour didn't end there. Our next stop was the iconic Kensington Palace and Gardens, a historic royal residence admired for its elegant architecture, beautifully kept gardens, and long-standing connection to the British royal family. It felt like a peaceful escape from the city, and we enjoyed watching the swans, walking the street-lined paths, and seeing the historic monuments. It's also home to the beloved Peter Pan statue located near the Lancaster Gate end of the park. We took a short walk to the ornate Albert Memorial and Royal Albert Hall, an iconic venue known for its striking circular design and world-class performances. We caught a glimpse of the guards riding horses through the park on their way to Buckingham Palace for the changing of the guard and realized we were running behind schedule. We hurried over, but by the time we arrived, the large crowds made it difficult to see much of the ceremony. If you're hoping for a good view, make sure you arrive early. If you're not a fan of big crowds, this may be an activity to skip. After watching for a bit, we were glad to get back in some open space in the adjacent St. James Park. We took a stroll along the paved paths to the Duck Island Cottage, a peaceful spot that once served as the home of the Royal Park's waterfowl keeper and overlooks a quiet stretch of lake filled with a variety of wildlife. We had hoped to try a traditional British afternoon tea and read online that Marks & Spencer, a department store with a cafe, offered an affordable version. Unfortunately, we found out it had been discontinued, so we settled for a simple lunch instead and of course picked up hot cross buns since it was nearly Easter. We hopped on a train to the Isle of Dogs Peninsula to check out Mudchute Park and Farm, a spacious green park and free city farm where visitors can enjoy walking trails and get up close with a variety of farm animals. We love seeing all the different animals, and visitors can even feed them, which makes the experience especially fun. After the farm, we walked through Greenwich Foot Tunnel South, which is a pedestrian path beneath the River Thames through a long tiled tunnel connecting the Isle of Dogs with Greenwich. Once we popped up on the Greenwich side, we checked out the Cutty Sark ship, watched a street performance, and made our way to the Greenwich Market. You can also check out the nearby National Maritime Museum adjacent to Greenwich Park. On our way back to the north side of the river, we enjoyed taking in the sights of East London near the Canary Wharf station. We were surprised to see many modern skyscrapers in stark contrast to the historic buildings we had seen previously. We also enjoyed seeing the fountains in Jubilee Park and a massive whale sculpture made from recycled materials. The journey continued to the traffic light tree, a public art installation that is 8 meters tall and contains 75 sets of lights, each controlled by a computer. Then we went to Container City, a creative riverside development made from stacked shipping containers known for its colorful design and innovative office and studio spaces. Our feet were tired, so we were glad to slow down and relax on the IFS Cloud cable car. The ride gave us a scenic journey across the River Thames with sweeping views of London's skyline from above. When we arrived at the Greenwich Peninsula, we stopped off at the Design District to grab dinner at the Canteen Food Hall and Bar. The space itself had a great atmosphere, with unique decor like hanging lights and colorful furniture. The food, though, felt a little lacking from some vendors, so we'd recommend doing a bit of research before making your orders. With full bellies, we hopped aboard the Uber boat for a scenic night ride through the city back to our hotel and called it a night. We squeezed in a few additional London stops before and after our countryside road trip. Our first was Battersea Power Station, a striking riverside landmark that has been transformed from a historic power plant into a modern destination filled with shops, restaurants, and entertainment spaces. The kids especially loved the playground, which gave them a chance to run around and burn off some energy. We ended our sightseeing adventure at Out of Order, a playful public sculpture made up of leaning red telephone boxes arranged in a domino-like effect. Overall, we had a great time in London and would highly recommend visiting. There's so much to see and experience. We hope you enjoyed this video. We look forward to sharing more travel guides, so don't forget to subscribe and see where we're going next.